Hey guys, welcome to another ramble. I've finished consuming my fruit and I'm back again. Hi Ned. Wow. Anyways, on this video, really quickly, let's just get to the point. Healing doesn't start until you recognize how you're participating in a problem. So I know if you are a recovering people pleaser, an empath, somebody who has endured a large amount of pain and trauma that's been thrown upon you, um, yeah, I think oh, seriously, you need to recognize how you are participating in the problem. Like for me, it was very clear, or it is very clear now, that I was enabling bad behavior. I was making excuses for other people's bad behavior. I was doing the work for other people when that's their work. I was taking responsibility for other people's chaos and karma and trying to hold everything together when I should just let it fall apart and go build somewhere else. Go build somewhere else with healthy people who have the same vision and goal in mind. I think I had I don't know, when I was younger, I was like really like trying to almost like follow the teachings of like Gandhi and Mother Teresa and a lot of the saints and spiritual masters. And even though everything has like a really important message, and I don't know, like it certainly helped me to like shift my perspective. As I went deeper and deeper and deeper into my own self knowing, I started realizing like the flaws in these things and how, you can't use somebody else's blueprint to create your life. You have to follow your own blueprint. So even though like, I think like when you listen to someone, sometimes they have things that make sense for you, you know, in ways that, you could apply such things to your life to help you to build a foundational keystone. But then there's also things that people teach you. It's like, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm like, like for me, like I learned so much from people. Um, they show me like what I like, what I don't like, what I want, what I don't want, what I will invest in, what I won't invest in, what is applicable to myself, what is not applicable to myself. But I literally spent so much time just sitting with myself and kind of like probing and asking questions, and self correcting, course correcting, and just kind of like, for me, it's just like once you recognize, realize, take responsibility that you were a part of the problem, that's when healing starts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I fibbed. I still have some fruit left. But, yeah, for most of my life, I thought I was a problem because I was around people who wouldn't recognize that they were also the problem. And I gave them a free pass because I loved them. I gave them a free pass because I cared for them. I gave them a free pass because I thought that if I stuck around long enough, they would realize their potential. So that's where I was kind of participating in the problem. I didn't take full responsibility for that. Now I don't. I've said in other videos, I don't fall for potential anymore. I fall for what you're showing me. And I've also noted like people who are less emotionally mature, oh my goodness, they have a long way to go on the healing journey. I mean, people who are emotionally mature, they can't have the necessary conversations, the uncomfortable conversations that are necessary for, I don't know, healthy relationships, which makes it very unhealthy. Like if somebody doesn't know how to communicate, when they're always on defense or they're always dismissing you because they're so afraid of facing um, their behavior and their actions, that are totally corroding a relationship, that's a no. You can't get anywhere with these people. They'll just take you on a fucking carousel ride, and you'll just go on a cycle over and over until you decide to leave. You know, sometimes you need to leave so that they can learn the lessons, because if not, it'll be a crutch. They're so adept at blame shifting. It's not my fault. It's your fault. It's their fault. It's everyone else's fault. It's not me. Make that make sense. And then they're so adept at gaslighting. They're really good at making you believe that you are the problem, when it's just like, what do you mean? I've been putting, all the work. I've been trying to have these necessary conversations with you. And I'm willing to face uncomfortable emotions. How am I the problem? I'm always giving. I'm always showing up. I'm always building you up. I'm always trying to repair, course correct. I'm trying to bring everything into balance. How am I the problem? You're not the fucking problem, guys. If you are the problem, it's probably because you've been enabling, staying in situations that are abusive for far too long, and looking at potential versus what's in front of you, and tolerating intolerable behavior. That's where I was participating in the problem, and now I'm not going to participate in the problem. I'm just going to let people do what they need to do, and I'm going to step aside. If people aren't coming correct, I have no time. I have no time for nonsense. I have no time for games or trickery or tomfoolery. I just don't have time for it, And let's get it right. You can't heal someone else. They need to want to do that for themselves. And it starts with, again, recognizing, taking accountability that they are part of the problem. It's not even it's funny. Our society, it's like we're pitting men against women, different cultures against each other. It's a very humanistic thing, guys. It's not even, oh, she's a male, or she's a female, he's a male, that's why it's a problem. It's a humanistic thing. We're all humans. It's not even a cultural thing. It's a human thing. It's somebody not admitting that they are part of the problem and not course correcting. So for me, I spent a lot of time always wondering am I the problem? Are they the problem? How can I course correct? I ask the questions and okay, now I see how I've been participating in the problem. Let me take responsibility for that and let me move in a different way. You know what I mean? Also, I was always adept at people pleasing and trying to get in there and help people to help themselves. And a lot of these people didn't want the help. A lot of these people didn't even think they had a problem. So it's just hitting your head against a wall, and it's all self-abuse. So for me, I'm I've turned the tables, I've turned a tide, I've turned a leaf in the page, and I'm all about self-love, self-care, being kinder to myself, giving myself everything I've been giving everyone else, I don't know if this video is going to make sense, honestly, but I hope you're doing well, and maybe I said something in the video that will help you activate something mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, that will get you on the path, the path towards healing thyself. Anyways, I'm gonna go. At this point, I'm just I don't know what to do. But I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Thank you for stopping by. Blessings to one and all. Amen.